Hey everyone. Unfortunately, I'm having a bit of difficulty getting my phone to stream through my network to Facebook. I don't know if it's my phone or my network. But rather than figure all that out, I'm just pre-recording this presentation on handling and training your green tree python. I apologize. I hope someday in the near future that we can have a more interactive presentation. I was hoping to have questions and answers, but I'll do the best I can. Okay, so let's just get on with it. I'm first going to start off with a neonate. It's a yearling born last year, roughly 8 or 9 months old. I have it right here in this container. I'm going to move it over here so you can see it better. It is right there, and I'm just going to adjust the camera down a bit so that you can see the snake and also what I'm doing a bit better. There we go. I think that's probably pretty good right there. I'll move this up a little bit. Okay, so let's discuss handling first. The main objective in handling your green tree python is to do so, I would say, without getting bit. There's two ways to do that. You can either suit up with your hook and your tongs and your gloves and just reach right in and grab them and move them. If they bite you, it doesn't matter. That's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about handling your green tree python so that it becomes used to you handling it. It's safe for it, safe for you, and also it will actually become tame and look forward to the experience, and so will you, I believe. Now, if you're going to handle them and you want them to not be afraid, then you're going to have to be gentle and you're going to have to do things that they like. First of all, let's go into things they don't like, because that's what people are most likely going to run into. Things they don't like are being grabbed, pulled, forced against their will to do things, because that makes them fearful. And also another thing that they definitely don't like is they don't like to be rubbed in the wrong direction. Their scales go from their nose to their tail, and if you rub them in an opposite way, they don't like that. I know from experience from doing that, and you'll find that out, I believe, too. How do we get them off of this perch without making them fearful? Well, this is the one that I've handled a bit before. It's not a brand new baby. I don't have any babies right at this moment. I hope you're soon. But what you want to do is you want to go in, reach under its coils, give it full support, and lift up on it and see how that works. Sometimes, frequently, the smaller ones will wrap their tail around their perch, and that makes it a little bit more difficult, but we'll get into that if we have to. So I'm just going to reach in, I'm going to reach underneath, I'm going to grab each side of its body, and I'm going to kind of irritate it a bit. I'm not overwhelming it with any kind of force. It is daytime, I think it's about 5 or so. I'm just lifting up on it a little bit. You can actually see that the perch is coming up. The snake's becoming a little more alert now. He's figuring out, okay, something's going on. He was sleeping before, so now I've got him more or less up. Okay, he's got his tail wrapped around here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this around. Okay, I'm going to push that around so that I can sort of unwind him a little bit, and at the same time I'm putting my finger just lightly on here. Some things you can do is tap them, irritate them, and whatever until they move. Other things you can do is just leave them and somewhere and hope that they eventually crawl away, like this one's starting to do here. But other things you can do if they persist is you can kind of very gently, their tail is very delicate. You don't want to break any bones in there. You just want to very gently irritate the snake, so that it's the snake's decision to move, when and how to move. And also, that way you're not frightening it. He's just sitting there looking at me. And now, you see, I've got him free. His tail dropped off, and I have him, and I'm going to support him in my hand using my fingers as support. I'm not grabbing him. I'm just holding on to him. Okay. So now I'm just going to adjust the camera up a bit here. There we go, so that you can see some more of what